Kuma Clan, Kuma Clan. Just give you a bonus update and, add into the community, you know, because we're a growing community. We're a growing community, my Kumas. Okay, we're gonna do a price analysis, do a price chart, see what's going on with the charts and stuff of that nature, talk about that for a little bit. We're gonna talk about some other things also, though. Yes, we are, and that's what we're gonna do. So, currently, we're up 14.6%. Okay, Kumas. Okay, I like to do, and what I will do is price analysis when the time is right, when the information is fully concurred, the information is absorbed. Okay, because me as a person looking at the growth of something new, instead of jumping off the bus, I know the whole world and I created it. That's what these guys do. I guess some people are easily misled into listening to that rhetoric, sun up, sundown, with no real full investigation or time. Time is master, the turtle in the hair. You know, that's what leads to just confusion, paper hands, mistrust. Because a lot of these channels, and I've heard them all, and the mistrust lies in a lot of the games. Some of the major games, some of the major drops I've seen channels say weird things, and then it's like, a lot of these channels that sponsor, they're doing this, they're doing that, So when I do a price analysis, I want people to always remember that even though I may add a joke here and there into, what we produce, because we're trying to create a friendly environment where everybody's not stuck up, everybody's happy, everybody's Kumas, everybody's family, and stuff of that nature, because we have so much to go. Okay? And always pay attention to the little catchphrases sometimes, because there's a lot of truth in a joke. For example, as you can see, we're up 14.3%. Now, we didn't have to even do a price analysis or anything of that nature, because we're going to do analysis on what we really need. But because if you look at my prior videos, 2 videos ago, possibly upload 18 or 17 or so, I've clearly said that if this thing hits a 20, and that's why I love using words that are, I love jokes, I love things, because it makes each word and it categorizes it into a joke or something. And it's so easily to just pull up out of the memory banks. Because I use a word that I don't use, or an expression I don't use every day. I said if it hits under 20, I would bat an eye. And I was very serious about that. So as we can see, because I'm looking for pullback, what is the end of this tunnel that we were just falling down? I could have kept making videos and price analysis, but at the end of the day, how do we analyze something that's falling? I usually would analyze it after it hits the ground, So now that I'm looking for ground, I'm looking for consolidation, I'm looking for support levels. So I bring updates, but also I'm not going to kick a dead horse acting like it's alive, or beat a mechanic that overcharges you for the parts that he brought in and just tagged on for the extra percent. And of his own free will, So, or be the plumber who goes to change his garbage disposal and charge you $220 and brought the garbage disposal or the garbage disposal unit at Home Depot for $60, So these are the things that we don't want to be in this community. We want to build trust. We want everybody to be on the same board. And sometimes we might share, or I will share information that you might already know. But people need to know who do not believe in our community. Because we're always spreading love, information, and as much educational things as possible. Because each one teach one, So with that being said, us up 14.3%. Okay, I've stated in my last videos, once again, if we hit under the 20, I would bat an eye, meaning that was a support level to me. 20. Why? Because of the percentage of growth what occurred after the initial run-up, which was 14%. Okay, it always keeps around a 30-40% gain. I've seen these things in these cryptos. They run up and then they fall, but they do not fall exactly where they started at. And to me, that makes logical sense Because if the ball fall that it landed exactly where it started, that would give anybody who jumped off at the top opportunity to make all of their gains back double. So it's a mind trick. Not even a mind trick. It's systematic business. It makes sense. It's common sense. You know, so we got to look at these things as we do have big guys and bigger players and bigger cryptos, and there are people with brains that float around and understand these things, and this is how these things, this is the nature of these cryptos. You look at every single one of them. Once they run up, yeah, they run up. People, oh my God, the sky's falling. They go down, and then they find a ground or consolidation. It may be 80% of what you gained lost, but you always notice and say, hold on. Unless you brought at the top or at the middle of the run, of course. I'm talking about before the storm hits, that you're still sitting there. That's why there's been a lot of studies to say that people who do compound saving within these markets outpace people who try to time the markets. These are numbers, statistics, facts. So we got to look at that and deal with that. Okay, the 14.3% that we're up, we can jump all deep into the charts. We already did that. We're looking for 20 as the support level. I've seen 20, and guess what? A nice bounce up. 22.5. We floated under that. Excuse the marker. If you can see all the way to the far right corner here, barely for what one? Was it the 18th? So we dropped under it on the 18th, and we came right back up. So, in my short-term analysis, which I would give a confident and stand on a 75% of that, meaning as something I'm standing behind right now because it's so short-term. I was gonna wait a little, but some people, they need their analysis. They need as these markets grow, especially with something that just opened up. I'm looking at this as a business that just opened up 6 months ago. I want to gain a deeper perception of how responsive it is to the markets, how responsive it is. Meaning, we have cryptos that's been flat for years. The Doge, you had your Shiba Inu. It went a year. Then this crypto was open 6 months and then just went to the moon and then looked for a drop. Still waiting for a settlement point. I'm still actually batting an eye at that. Like, okay, let me get at least a 24-hour period to get a bigger perception of what the market sentiment is like after that fall. We got to let people breathe. And, some people still biting their nails. Some people took losses, things of that nature. So that's a little bit of time just to let that, to be solidified. But I'm looking at an uptrend. But once again, another day of time would give a better understanding of which way that would really be swinging here. Well, I'm looking at consolidation. That's what that's pushing towards. That'd be great. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. Just give you my, my thoughts, opinion, and due diligence on, type of stocks I'm into, and type of plays I like to make. But currently, so far, from first upload to now, we're on key. Everything has been hit. Every point has been hit, even the fall. Expected pullback. That's common sense. The excitement and the inspiration and all of that comes because it was early. It was like, what? You got your kids that start, they might start reading at 5 or 6, and you got that one child that's picking a book of it too. You're like, what? Okay, that's what that was about. So us having that, us getting these listings, some people did not hear about that. Some people think this project's a reg pull. So we got to get past all of that, and then get deeper into expansion, of course. So with that being said, we want to talk about the markets, and we want to talk about, the price analysis. Yeah, that's cool. We need to talk about this here. Okay. We need to talk about this 18,140 holders. We are for the Kuma. We're loyal to the Kuma. Yeah, we want to see Kuma grow. Great. Oh, I just want to get some money right now. That's what these price charts really break down to. When do I want to get paid? When can I predict me getting paid or in exit points? I'm looking at the exit point, guys. If a person just entered the door and they're ready to exit now, don't let the door hit you. Because what are you walking away from? What are you, so this holders need to grow so much more. Guys, we just got to get so much more bigger, so much more. We need to grow and expand and stuff of that nature. That's all I'm saying. As far as rising back up, I can honestly, with our market cap, it's just going over. It's like kicking the dead horse again. I'm not here to lay down folders like this is some type of courtroom and lay down and hold an argument to sway the majority of the audience or sway. You can't sway 100 people's perception of something. That's just impossible. That's not how life goes. So my thing is this: my price prediction, my price analysis, so that we're clear and there's no jokes in the air at the time, is as you look at my prior videos, look at the pullback, look at the glide down. Okay, if it hits 20, bat an eye. No, hits the resistance. That was the back. Bit came back up. Okay, guys, we're on an uptrend slightly. Need some time with that. Brand new project. I see us hitting our all-time highs very simply. Why? How can we hit all-time highs? Should I be stressed out? So that's why I don't use price analysis in every second, because I see us hitting our all-time highs very simply, very quietly. Because I don't know if we're all on the same page, hopefully. Hopefully we're all the same. We have the same brain and the same thought process, the same common sense, what should be common is we have to look at our market cap. Not even $27 million. Things of that nature. So our price analysis will fluctuate tremendously. The volatility will be mind-boggling to some people going crazy now because it shot up and went down so fast, and they didn't even when we was there, it was only at a $71 million market cap. I mean, wow, So the price analysis, which would be for the next couple months, is extreme volatility. As people enter this market and they get comfortable in this market, and want to stay in the market, not come out and pump it up to 71 million and then jump ship like, hey, guys, it's not going to happen like that. It's going to happen, and most markets grow when there's a dominance in the market. Somebody's fighting for a position in the market too. It's the demand went up so much in the market. That comes through community building, expanding, getting the word out there. Is there more media on that? So that is your analysis you're looking for when you're entering a space that is unknown. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Litecoin. When you're part of a brand, a developing brand here. So these market charts and these market analysis can change in the blink of an eye. The right person can bat an eye in our direction and just change everything. So it's like, we can continue to build, and when the price analysis breaks down, it's going to talk about the fluctuation in the market and how the uptrend's looking. That is great. But when we're at such a low market cap, what's going to break that uptrend and create these skyrockets is when a whale spots us, realistically speaking, or somebody of interest of a higher stature of the market spots us, which is not even going to be that high if you're looking at all the powerful people in the world and this little 26 whatever. Come on, it's like it's a joke. So the analysis will always create FUD in a way, without any time between them. If I'm just doing analysis 3 times a day, give it some time, give this release. Most people knew about that, the breaking news, then guess what? A lot of people would have sold out. Because everybody knows after a brand new listing, the hype and the frenzy hits, and then the pullback happens. So that's the market, that's what comes along with these listings. Do it pull back to where it started at? Not really. That's the mind game. So that's it. So the price analysis really is supporting the project and just being here because we love it. We love the Kumas, and things of that nature. And also, when you get a chance, just change.org, Jordan Osland. Wow, he is the analysis. This guy is a freaking great guy. Wow. This petition is designed to kindly request of these exchanges to please list Kuma Inu token to trade. Dogecoin and Shiba has been a huge success for many of these exchanges and its investors. We have all enjoyed the ride. Kuma Inu is a similar meme coin with genuine potential up to 300% in this week. Gaining new ground by the day, Kuma Inu has just been listed on Uniswap and its monumental grows by the hour. Sorry about that. Have the questions when we log into trading forums ask, how can I buy Kuma Inu? Let's encourage all exchanges to be the first traditional brokerages to get on this train. Thank you. Okay? So, that being said, the supporters and the people who love the analysis, well, just, check the petition out. If you're a Kuma Inu Diamond Hand Clan holder, of course you probably signed it. Who knows? Maybe you don't. I'm looking at it as self-support at times. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm offering financial advice. Just affirmations I received from the Kumas. The real Kumas. And the real Kumas who understand how to raise the dog into a great, powerful Kuma. And that's really what it's about. Please do your own due diligence and research before entering any part of the crypto space. So I'm gonna put this link, down in the description. Excuse me, and you can just, sign the petition. You know, be a Kuma member. Join the Kumas. I guess as this grows and they hit these new markers, they set bigger ones, things of that nature, and pretty cool petition. And yeah. But right now, I think Kuma Inu is lacking a lot of social media presence, online support. So that would definitely increase your analysis. Yeah. Have a great night. Once again, we'll keep you updated.